All right, here we go. Tyson Fury out here threatening Deontay Wilder. Says ain't nothing better than beating Deontay Wilder and promises to give Deontay Wilder another beating when they have a rematch. Let's talk about Tyson Fury, what he said in the rematch in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, and thank you guys so much for your continued support. Thank you guys, everybody that watches the video, so much for continuing to come through the channel. I know that there's obviously all of us boxing fans know that there's not a lot of boxing going on, but we're going to continue to talk about the sport of boxing every day, man, because that's what we are. We're boxing fans, and hey, we go through periods of time of not having good fights anyway. So it really, sometimes boxing feels like it's self-quarantine for months at a time, regardless. If you look at the schedule that was out for boxing from, just say right around now till up through June, there really wasn't a lot of spectacular stuff out there anyway. So we kind of go up and down with this stuff, but we're going to keep on talking this boxing. But one thing that has been talked about through this whole phase, and pretty much the only major thing to happen, I hope I'm not wrong about that, but the most major thing to happen this year in boxing was the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury rematch that took place in Las Vegas, and I do believe that was in February, maybe the second week of February, and Tyson Fury knocked out Deontay Wilder, 7th round TKO, big shocker. Fight was crazy. And, that's where we are now. So Tyson Fury is the WBC heavyweight champion. He is now a guy that has held all 4 of the major belts at one point in time in his career. And hey, man, that is a significant accomplishment. Beating an undefeated or knocking out an undefeated Deontay Wilder, that is a major accomplishment. So now Tyson Fury is preparing to try to do something. He's trying to do something that he's never done before, which is defend the title, walk in the ring a champion and walk out the ring a champion, because that's not happened for him yet. He won a championship against Vladimir Klitschko, and he walked out the ring a champion, but he never walked in the ring a champion again, and he walked. So I guess that's probably what I should say. He's going to try to walk in the ring an actual champion. So this rematch for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will be, if it happens, the first time he actually walks in the ring as a champion. So what he's saying is he's looking forward to it, and beating Deontay Wilder is always fun. He's going to start training, all that good stuff, right? Good stuff for him. Not for me, because I like Deontay Wilder. I'm being very, very honest and upfront as I possibly can be. I am a big Deontay Wilder fan because I can't stand the way that the boxing media treats Deontay Wilder. I still don't like it. There's absolutely no verbal proof out there that I've seen that he ever blamed the loss of Tyson Fury on headgear, but yet these clowns keep running around and acting like he was parading around the street saying that. That was, from what I understand, it was something was taken out of context in a private meeting that was never meant to be shared in a conversation to the boxing public, but some raggedy boxing media guy misquoted him, tried to jump on it, and then threw that mud all over Deontay Wilder. But that is a pattern of things that have been happening with Deontay Wilder for a long time. So I ride with Deontay Wilder. There's 2 fighters in boxing that I really like because I feel like they're really good people, and I absolutely, as a boxing fan, want the best for them, and that's Errol Spence Jr. I've met him, met his family, man, great people. Had a big, had an accident. He's blessed to be alive and be able to get back out there again. So I support that young man, and I also support Deontay Wilder for what he's gone through. This Tyson Fury fight, though, I'm gonna tell you, just be straight with it. It's gonna be a difficult fight for Deontay Wilder. It's gonna be difficult for Deontay Wilder to overcome Tyson Fury in this last fight. And it's going to be difficult for Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder in this next fight. However, I have to give the advantage for the fight to Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is the guy that won the fight, and he won it in a convincing fashion. And more importantly, Tyson Fury aside, and I'm going to get into the other stuff that happened in that fight. So I know there are people that are probably already at this point in the video already typing some stuff about the glove gate, about the board gate. I'm going to get to that, and I'm going to bring it into the conversation. But the first thing that I want to do about Tyson Fury, though, is I think that you have to acknowledge, or I feel that I have to acknowledge, that Tyson Fury is a very, very good fighter, right? It's not just the gamesman type of stuff that he's doing that allows him to win fights and makes him so tough to beat. And it's not just that he's so big. Now, him being 6'9" and, walking in the ring at 300 pounds, that's something for sure, right? But that's what he is. That's not going to change. Height and size is a talent. He also is a very elusive fighter. He's difficult to land a clean punch on. That's just what it is. Deontay Wilder is a very powerful puncher and a strong puncher, and he's a great fighter, right? You don't defend your title 10 times, hold it for 5 years, go 40-0, knock that many people out without being a great fighter. That's what Deontay Wilder is. Tyson Fury also, man, dude's a great fighter, man. So it's gonna be a tough fight for Deontay Wilder to overcome that. I think Deontay Wilder probably always understood that about Tyson Fury. I think anybody that ever got in the ring with Tyson Fury would understand that about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is not a soft touch. He's a very hard touch. Now, as far as the risks for Tyson Fury, though, is dude, don't get confident. First of all, because you know perfectly well, and why I gave all that and said all that about Tyson Fury when I believe every word of what I said is true. Tyson Fury has a little bit of lack of a confidence in him, because if he didn't, he would not have to resort to the type of things that he resorts to. And during this off time, there's been so much focus and so much focus has been put on what happened in the first fight that pretty much everybody knows the things that Tyson Fury did that were not above board. Everybody knows them. The people that act like they don't know it, you know it. Even if you say that's not a knuckle, you say it's a palm, you still know that is repeated palming. You know that. You know that he tested positive for nandrolone in a fight before, and that this guy, the butcher, Martin Carefoot, came out and said, no, he never gave him that boar meat. That was not him, which that pretty much gets rid of the only alibi Tyson Fury had for why he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs in that particular instance. Well, that's the only instance. But why he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs is because he took them. Got anything to do with some wild boar. So in that, you have a guy that is dirty. You know that you have a guy, he knows that he's dirty. He knows that he's willing to he'll do whatever type of thing he has to do. There's a certain amount of time, though, that when people fight like that shit comes back to bite them. Especially if they go into fights relying on it. If that glove really is several inches out so he can have an extender, so he can extend that jab and make it harder for Deontay Wilder to come up to go over the top of the jab, and then that gets fixed and it's not there, what is the next trick? That's the thing that gets me about Tyson Fury, though, and what makes him a very difficult fighter too, is that there's going to be something else. I do believe this guy literally has every dirty trick that there is in boxing at his disposal. From the knuckle thing, and that whole conversation is funny to me because anybody with common sense knows what's going on. Anybody with common sense knows what was going on with that glove. They know perfectly well this dude was cheating. The only issue is whether or not they want to admit it or not, or whether or not they're just so happy that Deontay Wilder lost that they're willing to overlook it. And that goes for Teddy Atlas. That goes for the people in the Mayweather boxing gym. That goes for all of them. If you like Tyson Fury and you just don't want to say that he did something bad, or you don't like Deontay Wilder and you don't care, it doesn't matter. You know perfectly well that that's either a palm or it's a knuckle. Either one of those are illegal. You also know that the rabbit punches are illegal. You also know that the head wrenches are illegal. You also know that when he got into a ring with Christian Hamer and his thumb wasn't connected, you know that was illegal. You also know that the nandrolone that he had in his system was illegal. Everybody knows this about Tyson Fury. There is no debate about whether or not he's a dirty fighter or not, but you still have to overcome all of that. And that, along with being 6'9", being 300 pounds, being a very slick fighter for that size, and a very talented fighter who's got a very tough mentality, with that, all that crap in the bag, that's just going to be, it's just a very, very difficult hill to overcome. Deontay Wilder does have the ability to overcome that, because he has the ability to knock knock Tyson Fury out without a doubt. He can knock that dude out, lay him out where the guy can't get up. But he's going to have to make adjustments. He's going to have to make some changes. He's going to have to respect Tyson Fury's power. Instead of going in there and trying to exchange with him and get him out of there. I think he needs to get Buddy McGirt. I was kind of indifferent on who it would be. And I really believe after what Buddy McGirt said that he should go to Buddy McGirt. Get whatever he needs, get a new game plan that is not designed by the people in his corner. If it's not by JD's, right? But if Deontay Wilder can fight at his absolute peak, Tyson Fury is going to lose. So Tyson Fury, got to give him the advantage going into the rematch. I think it would be foolish not to. But at the same time, if Deontay Wilder does what he's supposed to do, that rematch is far from a foregone conclusion. I was just looking at a fight between not looking at the fight, but read an article about that somebody did. I think it's Boxing News 24 that talked about Big John Tate fighting Mike Weaver. Big John Tate was on his way to an Ali fight late in Ali's career. Then he got in there with a guy who was 21-9 and should have been out of there. Or was he 21-9 or 20? Yeah, 21-9, something like that. Mike Weaver winds up knocking him out. Right? That type of stuff can happen. Shoot, Otto Wallin almost beat Tyson Fury if they wouldn't have gave the guy the benefit of the doubt and let him fight 10 rounds with his eye half hanging off. All of that stuff can come back to fruition. But anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. Definitely looking forward to the rematch. And it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for your support. With that, I'm out. Peace.